Hey, people of the world, what's going on? Let's talk about addictions. Let's talk about addictions. People with addictions. Addiction could be alcohol. Addiction could be drugs. I mean, what are 3 steps to addictions? I mean, it's like a relationship, right? You get to know it, you form a relationship with it, and it becomes your desires. 3 things. Understand me. When it becomes your desires, it becomes addictive. Because it's something you can't resist because it's satisfaction. It's satisfying you. You know, we use it for sexual purposes, or we use it to try to forget problems that we're going through. And none of these things seems to work. It may work for that moment and for that time. It's just an illusion all in your mind. Because after you sober up, you're right back to the same phase. So you're just going through that moment for temporary reasons and feelings, just temporary satisfaction. That's why you have to keep doing it over and over again so you can go back to that same feeling and keep chasing that same feeling and keep going after that same feeling. It becomes a drug. It becomes a habit to you. If it was satisfying the first time, you had to keep chasing it, right? That's the catch of it. See, once we recognize the problem, I talk about recognition a lot. Whenever you recognize the problem, then you'll know it's a problem. But if you don't recognize it's a problem, then you won't know the problem. You have to recognize it first and know the cause and where it's coming from. Understand me, right? When you're using addiction for desires, it's something that's hard to get off of because you're going to always look, you know, you're going to always look for that because it's something that satisfies you at that time and you think it's satisfying. So you're using it everything that you do. It becomes a part of you now. You no longer use it for just the desires no more. Now it becomes a part of your life where it becomes affected and start ruining your life now. Because you once had somewhat control, but now you don't have no control anymore because you just feel like you have to have it just in every way. I don't know what it is that you're trying to work up, or you just gotta have it. It's something you're telling yourself that you gotta have. It's something that you don't need to have. You're telling yourself you gotta have it. Anytime you're telling yourself something that you gotta have something, like food, you gotta have it. You hungry, you putting in your mind that you gotta eat, you're gonna go eat. Anytime you're telling yourself something that you gotta have, then that's what you're gonna go have. Because you're already setting your mind to go do it. We always say that, oh, we can't avoid it. It always pops up. But well, you know what? When you surround yourself around people like that, or you go around it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't avoid something that you bring yourself around, or you allow it to come to you. It's gonna be hard to get off. You're already addicted to it, so the more you be around it, the more you're gonna be you're gonna do it. Try it. Test yourself out. Maybe you did sat around it and you didn't do it for a day or two. Maybe you did do it. But how long did you do it for? Can you continue doing it? Can you go months, weeks, years? If you can go that long, then that means you might as well just stop. You don't need it. If you can go for so long without it, That means you don't need it. So if you're telling yourself you need something, then that's what you're putting in your mind. You're already feeding your soul what it is that you want. So your desire is gonna kick in. Okay? Because you remember the last time you used it and what it did for you. And how good it was to you. That's what we think about the last time we had it. So we go back to chase it again. Addictions. Ain't nothing to be played with. If you don't take it serious, it's gonna take control of your life. And it'll take control of you. And it'll start telling you what to do and when to do. It's crazy. It's like the alcohol or the drug talking to you. So if you know why you're doing it and what you're doing it for, because everybody has a purpose and a reason why they're doing something. You can't just do something and you don't have a purpose why. You can't just say, oh, we just hanging and when I'm just doing it. Nah. What is the desires for you? Like, what is it that is satisfying about it for you? Like, it's something that you like about it. You're chasing it. What is it doing for you? Is it completing you completely? I don't think it's solving anything. I don't think it's solving your problems or your issues, or I don't think it's paying any bills for you. I don't think you can escape anything you're going through. Maybe it just take it away for a couple of hours or for that moment, but you got to go right back to it to do it again, to escape. So evidently it ain't working. It's an illusion. It's in your mind. You're telling yourself that it's working. And you're telling yourself that you need it. That's the only way it's working, because you're believing in it. You're giving it power. Whatever you believe in, you give it power. So if you can control your desires, because that's mainly what we do it for. If you can control your desires, then you can control the drug or the alcohol that you're chasing. You can control it, but you got to control you got to put your desires under control first. And then we can move on to the next step. It's a stepping stone. You can't just say, oh, I'm changed. I've stopped a cold turkey overnight. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You did that before. You done tried it. We done been through this before. You done told many people that you wasn't going to do it, and you came back and you did it in front of them again. We done lied to so many people. Don't lie to yourself. We ain't got nothing to prove. We can prove it to ourselves. You can tell yourself you can stop. You can stop if you want to, but you got to want to stop. Stopping is something that you can't go and buy. Okay? Somebody can't give you stop. You have to give it to yourself by telling yourself that. And if it takes time for you to stop, it's a stepping stone. Everything takes step by step. Take your time. You ain't got to rush. Take your time. Work on slow. First, eliminate what's controlling it. If your desires is what's controlling it first, eliminate that. Make that be your priority first. Eliminate your desires so everything else could come easy. So everything else could be easy. Train yourself. If you don't start, if you never start, then you won't start. So how would you know you can stop if you don't start? You got to make moves. Start today. Start tomorrow. Don't wait. Don't pick a date. Start acting. Start moving. You told yourself long enough you was going to stop. Okay, start acting on it now. You got to push. But the more you linger around and you procrastinate, then your desires start to take over again, and you start feeding whatever it is that you're looking for. The more you feed it, the more it's hard for you to go against it. You done overdid it now. You overdid the situation. It's overdue. You did it too much. Now you feel like you can't stop and you don't know how to stop. When you did have some control at first, but now you feel like you don't know how to control it. Yes, you can. You know how? You just got to control it. That's the only way you can control it. There's no other way around it. Just control it. Simple. You got to put your foot down on it. It's a mental thing. And if you're telling me some substance or beverage can control your mind, then you don't have no control of your own self at all. Because you're letting something like that control you. You gave it control. You gave it power. So when you take your power back, now you'll be back in control. Until you take your power back, then you're not in control. So if you want to be in control of your life, then take back control and take your power back. Seek help, find help. Take it a day at a time. Pray to God and ask God for help. And God will deliver you. Amen on that. Stay strong and stay prayed up, guys. And trust me, whatever you started, you can finish it. Much love. Stay strong and stay prayed up. Peace out. I'm out.